Welcome to Video Evolution. Evolution in the world of videos. Today we are going to start with some of the important miscellaneous questions which can be asked in the examinations as 10 markers. So let's begin with the second part of this miscellaneous exercise. Question 1. All the three friends are moody and whimsical. Discuss. Answer. There are some common characters between them. The most important is their moodiness. At starting, all felt seedy and nervous in their rooms. They feel that they needed fresh air and exercise, so they decided to go up to River Thames. At Datchet also, they all felt moody. They were tired and hungry, they needed shelter and food. So they went to different hotels, but the friends rejected them because of some reason or the other. They were also very whimsical. At one point, Harris and narrator didn't like George playing banjo, and at another time, they invited him to play a sad song. Another incident of moodiness is the opening of the can of pine juice. They tried several times, like Harris made a hole in it but got wounded. George did the same thing too. All of them got mad, and finally, all of them got frustrated and threw it in the river. Question 2. The narrator can act as a very good guide to the tourists. Discuss. Answer. The narrator has the ingredients of a good guide. He is full of knowledge about historical places. He provides quite accurate and absorbing information. He has a good sense of humor. His narrative is concentrate and specific. For example, when he describes the event of King John signing the Magna Carta of the islands, he uses the present tense to enliven the whole scene in real. He even imagines dialogues between the personages. As a true guide, he has the ability to attract the attention of others. He invents detail through his imagination. Example of Henry VIII courting Anne. He is good at distressing into events of local importance like boating and fishing. As the boat moves, he keeps on telling about various historical places. He describes all the events and places systematically and interestingly. Third question. What lies were told about the trot in the glass case? What exposed the liars in the end? Answer. George and narrator, along with Montmorency, went to a riverside inn. They saw a glass case fixed quite high up the wall. It had a very big trout. Then George asked an old man how much he thought the fish in the glass weighted. The old man then told him that he was the person who caught the fish in the glass trout. Then he went out. Then a local carrier came and said that he was the one who caught this fish. Then another person came and said that he was the one who caught this fish. Then finally the landlord came and he laughed on others, saying that he was the one who actually caught the fish. When he went out, then George climbed the wall to have a better view of the fish, but the chair slipped, and he and the fish, along with the trot, fell down, and there were thousands of shattered pieces, but it was actually plaster of Paris. So, in this way, the liars were exposed in the end. Question 4. In what condition did George and narrator find Harris? How did they take his story of swans? Answer. Harris brought back George and narrator, but they noticed some strangeness about Harris. Harris looked sad and tired. When they asked the reason for his mood, he told that he fought with two swans, a female swan and her old man. He was able to defeat them. Afterwards, the two swans came with another 18 swans. He had a fight with them. When George asked how many were there, then he said there were 32, but he said it he as he was scared, but he said this as he was scared. Soon the friends realized that he was in a drunken state. When the friends asked him about this in the morning, he said, "What swans?" It was not quite obvious. It was Harris' figment of imagination in his drunkenness. Question 5th. How did the Irish stew come to be made? Was it enjoyed by the friends? Answer. George suggested making an Irish stew on Ship Lake Islands. George gathered wood and made a fire. The other two started to peel the potatoes, but peeling became an impossible task. After a long time, only 4 potatoes could be peeled or scraped. Then they washed the potatoes. They also put in some cabbage and peas. After that, many other stuff were put inside it, like Harris put some eggs, a salmon, etc. Then after that, Montmorency also put the dead rat into it as it was his contribution. But then later on, the Irish was a great success. All of them enjoyed it. The narrator had such a dream for a long